Not ready. I'm not ready. I'm late. We gotta get this show on the road. It is late. Yay. The order. It's not funny. This is bad. Wow, wow. Kick me off. Day. No, you know day. My internet no work? What? Maybe there's no one in the chat. I don't know. I had to refresh it. Oh god, god. I command easy graves. Are you hiding tomboys in the attic? No. I don't remember. We ran out. We ran out of them. No more. Boys. Oops. 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 Commanding. Fisty. Commanding the consultant 420. Oops. 427. Oh god, I can't do this. Wait. This. I'm a big kitty. Speaking of big kitties. Not big titties. Big kitties. Commanding Oni-chan, commanding Poem, commanding Moritz, commanding K-Card 2, commanding Lux of Fate, commanding Max Aker. This is from you. This is from you. So Max Aker has been gracing me with plenty of, and Moonies as well, plenty of funny and really cute and interesting and interesting images made by none other than Alphabet. You know those guys. Commanding Excessive, commanding LDTGX. I was invisible, and now I'm less invisible. Commanding Master Protoss. Where are the tomboys? We are only curious. I bring them next time. I was sleeping. I was having a little nap. I left the tomboys there in my dreams. I think I'm an entire soul. Like a barrel full of monkeys. Yep. get more tomboys from the store? Wow, how can you objectify tomboys like that? I can't just purchase them. You big kitty, you look pretty small, that's it. I mean, depends on who you ask. Manageable. Need more AR like this. Rose 386. I agree, and I never thought I would say that. But I do think there needs to be more. But there's a lot of them in the... There's a lot of them in the litter box. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Did you get a tetanus shot, Moon? Oh, I got a herpes shot. Commanding Bash 13. Did they give you a shot for herpes? I got a rabies shot. Cat and deaf cows. Most common kitty. Cone of shame. Yeah, I can't even lick myself because of the damn cone. Maniac's antique. Wasn't it nanobots they injected? Probably. The nanotechnology with the mRNA vaccines. Yeah, I know. Because they want to be able to read my mind. Speaking of reading my mind, oh no, I'm not allowed to talk about this. Terrible, terrible thing happened again. There's a lot of things that. There's a lot of things. I don't, Kanan, I just keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the difference between herpes and rabies. I feel like HERPSRA. I don't know. I have to look at my fingers to count the letters. Anyway, they're similar. Meow, 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 meow. To become a sleeper agent. Meow is a good meow to yeah. It's a no. Meow. Getting snipped. Where did she inject? We love moon counting. Oh, commanding success. I bad news. Don't look at the title of the stream. Guys, I don't have herpes. I'm just saying words. Cats do get herpes, you're right. Damn it. Commanding good vaccine bot cell. Yawning a lot today. I'm so sleepy son. I'm Mrs. Sleepyson. The Sleepson. Oh yeah. No. I miss a lot. Thank you, Fisty, for reminding me. I miss a lot of sleep due to noise, but I have something worse that's happening right now. Something even worse. It's something like I think this is the thing. I don't know who does it. Oh, okay. Can we have a poll? Here's the question of the day. Which gender is more responsible for home renovations? There's something like home renovations happening. So I feel very anxious because there's like strangers in the house all day. And a lot of noise, so much noise, so much noise. And then that's what reminds me. I won't be working this year anymore. Okay, Grats? That builds the one that builds it. Female, 100%. Female. The gays. Oh, Mountain Mr. Good Cat Gaming. Women requesting men doing the construction. Women. That's what I thought too. Female wanted renovated, guys do it. That's what I thought too. Listen, so I don't know who's responsible. I don't know who's responsible, but I want to blame my mother probably. I don't know though. What's in your pants? I'm not wearing pants. I'm not wearing underwear either. I don't know why though. Actually, wait. Wait. What oh no, what happened to the underwear? I don't know, guys. I'm sleepy. Things. Wait. Don't worry. I locked my door. I don't think it was the strangers or anything. God, this is so terrible. I'm so sleepy and this is so terrible. Meow. 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 No, construction crew getting an eyeful. No, it's not like that. Gotta let it breathe. I think it's just a mistake. I bet if I looked around the floor, I would find it. Anyway, I can't do that right now. I'm busy. What was I gonna talk to you guys about? Shit, it's gone now. It's gone. I'm so tired. can't think. That's not the excuse. I usually can't think also. Floors were the underwears. Yep. The floor is not lava, it's underwear. Manly raccoon tummy rub, sorry, yeah. Probably women. Most home makeover channels on YouTube are also targeted at women. Yeah, right? Or they say because a lot of times the women hold the purse strings, not in the sense that they're the money makers or the whatever, the breadwinners, but that sometimes they make the purchasing decision for the household. That's why yeah, that's why certain things are advertised to women more. But I realized, okay, God, I really can't remember what it is I want to talk about. About this is bad, but I just remembered something else I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think the end game? This is not the question of the day. This is just like a random thought I had today. What on earth is the end game of surveillance society, right? I know that they want to control behavior with AI and facial recognition and surveillance and no privacy on the internet and watching our every move. And part of it is to, yeah, it's not the question of the day. This is something else. This is part of it is like, and then I know Oni-chan was telling me that I was overthinking it, but it's so funny. So funny how things are changing very rapidly, very quickly. And with the technology, it can change even more rapidly and even more quickly. They want to wipe out 75% of humanity. Ooh, that's a hot take. I like it. They want predictable, docile populace. Max Acre, that's what I was thinking too, in a way. So definitely, they want to get rid of the rabble rousers. Definitely, they want to get rid of rid of degenerates, minorities, abortions, non-religious people, non-Christian people. They want to get rid of um anyone who questions things and who would otherwise get people to question things. And the good news is that I am really irrelevant right now, but the bad news is because of AI, it won't matter. Because the thing is, irrelevance matters only if they have real people doing the divvying up, doing the capturing, right, and the finding of information and doling out punishment. But with AI and AI controlled robots, they don't need to be wary about the amount of data. They can do it all. Mass control, getting people to be obedient, getting rid of smart people. Yes. The other thing too is like self-censorship. Certain group will want mass control. It's not just one group, Oni-chan, though. But yes, the powerful definitely. And it's not just the powerful. Social engineers are not Christian. Izuku Miyadoriya, I didn't say that the social engineers are Christian, but what I did suggest though is that I think it changed. I think things change, but I do think currently that um evangelical Christians have money and power in the United States and are backing a lot of the current administration's moves, not just backing, I think they're handwriting. I think a lot of powerful Christians are writing the current laws that the US is seeing turned. Um and okay, so the most likely groups to take authoritarian control are technocrats, and then two places beginning with the letter I. Um I think that if you look at history, Christians have every reason to be wary because, like, Okay, my take from a while ago, as I started reading more about religion and philosophy, is that both religion and philosophy um are like they're about social control. If you can convince people what the rules are that they ought to follow, you can do a lot in terms of getting them to behave the way you want them to behave. Um, but unfortunately, when different people make different rule books, you can get infighting between the rule books. Moon is glowing today. Uh-oh. The end game is mind reading and punishing you for your naughty thoughts. Thank you, Boris386, for bringing the conversation back to the point, though. So, everybody knows, like, who watches any kind of news, or even if you don't watch news, even if you're just like me trying to just mind your own business and upload things, you see, you see headlines. Um, uh, some guy, some some Hollywood guy and his wife have been eliminated, and kind of whatever, like whatever. I don't want to get into the politics of it because like I don't care. I don't care about their politics. What I do find interesting though is that right now their son is a prime suspect. I have no idea. I have no idea exactly what we used to have our own FBI agent, now we have soulless AI. Yep. Faith in democracy institution is plummeting, so they need stronger security state to deal with the people. Oh, aspect, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, where was I getting with this? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Okay, so like, anyway, a lot of people are expressing their feelings about about the loss, and I see a lot of people, very many, who are like, I don't know. I feel like they're how do I say this in very plain English? I feel like this event is being used to lay the groundwork to get people who have mental illness or who are like disabled in some way to add them to the list of those who need to be cleansed. I do think that's what's happening. So a lot of people have expressed like grief over the needlessness, the sad, like, how could this happen? How could this travesty happen? And by a family member, no less. And a family member that people, that the father or maybe the family had put a lot of effort into taking care of. I don't know the details. I wasn't around. But all I could say is like, um, there's a lot of people I see who have the sentiment like, can someone do such a horrific thing to their own family? And then you have other people who are piping up and talking about how they're afraid of mentally ill family members, or they always worried that something like this happened, or that other things like this do kind of happen. I don't know. I feel like they're laying the breadcrumbs to suggest that most mentally ill people are a danger, maybe not just to themselves but to other people, to good innocent people. I think that's part of it. And then I was thinking about this today too, like, it sucks how, like, man, you can actually um you can actually experience a whole lot of trauma, and but you're not allowed to be the victim. You can experience a whole lot of trauma, but you're not allowed to be a victim. You're not allowed to feel sorry for yourself. You're not allowed to be mentally ill. You're supposed to experience the trauma and I guess shut the fuck up about it. I guess you're supposed to shut up about it and just keep going. Get me on your base. I'm sorry for cursing. due to how we're treating them, we are saying their problems are good and rather than help them. Schizophrenics can be. Yeah, but not always. But Max Aker, not always. Not always. And yeah, but I think, yeah, I agree with success, but I don't know. I'm not the person to ask because I'm so biased, right? The point I'm trying to make here without saying it out loud is that I don't know what I don't know what that son was going through. Man, I'm gonna get swatted for this, aren't I? I don't want to be swatted. I don't think I'm a danger to anyone or anything like that. I don't think I'm a danger to anyone or even myself. I know, because I've been reading a lot of Marcus Aurelius and stuff. I'm learning to deal with the pain. I'm learning to, you know, uh, be okay with my melancholy and depression and be okay with my defects and just like be more stoic. But I want to admit, if nowhere else, before I don't think I should admit this because the AI is going to be eating this up, but I get a lot of nightmares about that kind of thing. And I worry about where uh surveillance control is going and the mind reading and using AI to predict and guess people's actions and then perhaps punish them uh, in advance or quarantine them in advance. And I'm like, oh, so I think there's probably plenty of people who haven't experienced much trauma, so they probably don't get as many intrusive like violent thoughts or anything like that, or dreams or anything like that. But I would tell you, a recurrent dream that I have is something like all of my family members um persecuting me, hating me, ostracizing me, and lying about me. And whenever I try to stand up for myself, they like loudly gaslight me and tell me that I'm crazy and say, yeah, say lock her up or whatever. And then I try to defend myself, right? And they escalate it. So they escalate it. Um, but do you get what I'm saying? It's sort of like even if I just barely defend myself, they start screaming like bloody murder. And then it escalates and escalates, and then I feel like I um do have to take control. Random passerby says you're probably a danger to yourself to some degree above average. I fundamentally disagree with what you're trying to assert right now. I'm not saying that. So like you're right that if people were to make some calculations about who's likely to harm themselves based on, their history and based on, yeah, the presence of, mental illness, adverse childhood experience, etc., etc., etc. You could say that my number is higher, but what I'm arguing against is that we should treat people based on their number. I don't think we should treat people based on their number. We should treat them based on what they actually do or don't do, right? So it creeps me out like you saying that, because it's like that's exactly the kind of messaging that they want to promote, is that people with certain ideas or people with certain beliefs or people with certain proclivities are a pre-danger because of their thoughts. And I'm not saying that it's not the case some of the time, or that I'm not going to say that, like, you know what I mean? But you can't, I don't know, like, you can though. I want to say that you can't or you shouldn't like execute or terminate people before they commit a crime for having thought crimes. But I feel like that's where we're going, and there's nothing I can do about it because I'm not powerful. I know what happened to Socrates. I know what happened. You don't allowed to be now. Yeah, no, no. Mandy Nazu, how are you? Maybe I turn this. I can't keep up, so I just start to stream then. Moon is conceptually talking about how it happened in Russia, so it already has happened, right? I bet it happens in a lot of places, but it's happening more and more and more and more. The Minority Report by Philip K. Dick explores a future where a system called pre-crime uses precognitive individuals to predict crimes before they happen, leading to the arrest of individuals based on these predictions. He's one of my most favorite authors. Oni-chan, I think you have that in common with a lot of the people who are decision making because they read books like this and they think it's a guideline and they think it's an instruction manual. So she talked about this 7 months ago. Well, I'm back again because now it's relevant. Now it's relevant and pertinent. It feels uncomfortable. It feels really uncomfortable to see people who are jumping to, well, if you have family members who are mentally ill, you should be able to discard them. You should be able to do something about them before such an atrocity happens. And it's like, I'm not saying I'm going to do something like that. I'm not. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that it would be cool if people who had mental health issues could get help before it turns to that, but the help not be like putting them in the gas chambers or locking them up on like in some sort of work camp or farm. Whatever. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. That's what you're watching right now. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats about love, life, and anime in no particular order. Ugh. I'm still watching Free Run, so there's no anime for today. But I wanted to do the IQ test before I leave, so I'll try this. Yeah, I am a bot. At long last, we've created the Torment Nexus from the classic sci-fi novel Don't Create the Torment Nexus. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Oh, thank you for the hugs. Did I say good morning to you, Library Turtle? Anyway, these books are based on things that happened already. Technocracy is old. Oh, I see. Good Maxim Botzel. I haven't read all the books yet, but yeah. At some point, like joining a terror group, locking them up is probably the kindest option. I disagree with you, random passerby. I disagree with you. I don't think, like, I'm not saying people should be joining terror groups, but I'm saying that if you use that kind of thinking, you will turn anything that you dislike into a terror group. Anything that you disagree with, anything that makes you uncomfortable, anything that makes you squeamish will become a terror group, and you will use that as justification to lock people up and rob them of their freedom or worse, of their lives. And it's, yeah, I don't doubt that it's happened before. Welcome, Raiders. I'm sorry. I'm kind of crashing out right now. I'm kind of crashing out, but it's okay. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten chats about love, life, and anime, like I just said a couple of minutes ago. But this time I'm like I don't know. I'm freaking out. I'm really paranoid about a lot of things. Anyway, it's Otaku Tuesday. It's a day of the week where we express our love for our hobbies. And everybody who is familiar with me knows that my favorite hobby is playing mind games, so that's what we're gonna do. Every Tuesday, we play a game called This or That. It's not really an IQ test. It's more like a word association kind of thing. There will be 3 rounds. Each round, you'll get a choice between 2 images, 1 and 2. You can pick which image tickles your fancy. And then, but that's just useless. It's just for fun if you want to. The real goal is to guess what the theme is, what this or that we are comparing. We're seeing that fabrication of terror groups happening now in our current administration. I think disagreeing with me is a crime. Yes. Oh, I'm being sent to the gulags. I don't even know where the gulags are, but please don't send me there. Many serious mental health problems are from adverse childhood experiences. So should the mentally ill just have just as much power over their abusers? Maybe pointing to absurdity, not being hostile. Wait, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'm not talking about retribution or revenge. I'm just saying that, like let me say it in plain English. I think my family hates my guts and wants me dead, right? But they're not really allowed to say that because you're not allowed to say that in polite society. But I think killings like the one that happened to this Hollywood director and his wife are the same kinds of things, like the events that will justify my family's hatred of me, right? And then it's also like, I wasn't born a terrible, sad kitty. A lot of fucked up shit happened to me when I was really little. And it added up and it added up and it added up. And then here I am today, a VTuber, commanding Great Ninja 321. And that's not me just being a woman and absolving myself of responsibility. That's me being honest, right? That's me actually being honest. I think there's a lot of things some of which I've divulged already on this stream before. That there are things that happened to me that that warped my brain and changed me in certain ways. And it's hard to go back and it's hard to undo. I'm still trying my best. Yes, they do suck, sis. You don't know them. You don't know them. They do hate me. Or if they don't hate me, I think they will pretend that they fear me. I think that's the next thing. Anyway. They probably don't hate you. Maybe they are annoyed. It's all the same, honestly. We can make a happy child moon. That's cute. Your mom must like you a little bit. She gave you the gift the other day. Well, but does she like me or does she feel some weird guilt? It's sort of like, okay, imagine for a moment you give birth to a sociopath, right? And little Timmy, he's just a sociopath. And you're afraid of him, but you want to placate him. Something like that. That's kind of how I feel like. Like you dislike him and you wish you could just abandon him, but you also don't want to be responsible if he does something really, really bad and you don't you feel guilty, so then you just kind of anyway. Except in this example, little Timmy wasn't just born sociopathic. He was abused and became sociopathic. Guess that's kind of why I relate to you. Oh, thank you, Bastard Teen. I'm sorry, though. I'm sorry. If your parents hated your guts, they would have kicked you out ages ago. Them tolerating you is not a sign of hatred. Actually, Oni-chan, I think they've wanted to, but I don't know, whatever, culture, something. Your family would miss you if you moved out. I don't think so, except I genuinely think if I disappeared, they wouldn't care. Can Manny Vex out too? Anyway, let's not talk about my family anymore. Let's talk about this or that. Good luck, boys. I think it's an easy one. I think I made it too easy. I'm worried. Good luck. Happy guessing. They love you? No, they don't. You don't hate your mom, you get mad at her, feel bad about it. I think it's the same for your mom. I think my mom wishes I was an abortion. Or no, rather, I think she wishes I was miscarried, not an abortion. I don't think my mom would get an abortion. She's too religious for that. They're waiting for you to reach out to them? I don't think so. Mm-mm-mm. You wouldn't be in the home you're in at the moment? Oni-chan, you don't believe there are families anywhere in the world where they begrudgingly take care of someone that they would rather get rid of? So I know there are families that are like hyper callous and who are just like, get out. You know, get out. There's a door, buddy. There's a door. But there's other families that will like go through the circus act first, right? So right now we're still in the act, and they're gonna, you know, there's gonna be little things, and then eventually one day, I'll do something, and they'll say that was the chain that broke the camel's back. Full versus empty. Complete, incomplete, heaven and hell. Surface depth, apple hole. Passive aggressive. What makes you angry with your mom? I'm not. Complete and incomplete. Man, okay. I know this first clue. It's not Egypt. It's not Egypt. I know this first clue is a little bit too vague. This clue is too vague, but the next one is gonna give it away. Man, I'm upset. I made it too easy this time. Maybe I only give you guys a short amount of time on the second one. Okay. Gravity. Growth and shrinking. Gravity. Let's go to the next clue, why don't we? Yes, Max Saker, they're looking, that's the word I'm looking for. They're looking for the appropriate excuse. I think you're borderlining on them. Maybe yourself too. No, you don't see it. I see it in my stepdad's energy. He hates me. He wants me to die. Okay, here's the next one. I didn't make it too easy this time. Okay, we got... we have a winner. We have a winner already. We already have a winner. Did I go blind? Well, no, you didn't go blind. I blurred these pictures because I thought it was going to be too easy. Gambling. It is, like Lexafate said, it's lust or greed, but I wasn't done yet. Well, yeah, it is Balatro and something else. Does anybody know the cards? Does anybody know these two cards? Lusty Joker and Hand of Greed. Yes, yes. They're barely blurred. I don't know if anybody was... I don't think I got one. IQ test since May. Your stepdad doesn't have any attachment to you or obligation. Your mom's probably why you're still there because she loves you. No, exactly, Oni-chan, and think about how fragile that is. Think about how fragile that is, right? Also because my mom believes in, like, obeying the patriarch. So, it's like, it's already not really in my favor. Have you played Balatro? I have a lot of opinions about Balatro. Women and men. Joker, Harley Quinn equals lust? No, no, no. The Joker, this particular Joker in the game of Balatro is literally called the Lusty Joker. And then the bottom card is called Hand of Greed. And then this one is from the egg game, the fucking egg game that I can't stop playing. And okay, I want to rant about this, okay? So I've been saying, so this egg game, it's like a gotcha game. I'm not going to say the name because I don't think they deserve it. I don't think they deserve the free advertising from me. But if you read, if you find out about the founder and you read her timeline, her history, everything about the pricing structure makes sense. It's a she got venture capitalist funding. She got you know, that's why the fucking sorry to curse again. They got eggs in this game that you could buy and they're $14.99. I'm not made of money. You think I'm gonna buy some damn eggs for $14.99? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Why wasn't the lusty joker sexy to know? Indian is. Oh, it was lust and greed anyway. I'm done playing this game. It was a bad one. sorry. Congratulations on the winner. Buy 6 subs to fuel the gamba. No gamba, no gamba, no gamba. I gotta go. I forgot to do the tomboy because I was taking a nap. Here's a quote. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. I stole this from somewhere. Maybe from Twitter, maybe from the ancient, my overlords, the fathers. I don't know where I stole this from. Maybe from a book. But this is what I believe. I don't think it's true for everyone. I don't think it's true for everyone. But I think instead of slow is fast and fast is slow, I think slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I think that also like wah 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 wah. What I meant by picking this quote is sort of like the things worth doing take a lot of time. It's not something that you need to rush. So take your time, kitty, and you'll get there. Bad quote, it tells you to chill, but you should try to be your best to be fast. Factually and objectively wrong, the speed of light is at least blah 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 times faster. That's too many zeros. It's not slow, it's consistent, reliable. Sometimes it's slow. You need to go bald to be more aerodynamic. LDTGX, I've thought about going bald recently. I thought about shaving my head, I mean. You know how like what's yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it, but I did think about it. Why do women do that? I think it's hormones. I think sometimes of the month. My hair is like particularly irritating. I don't know if it's heat. I don't know like what it is, but sometimes I just think about shaving it all off. I'm not gonna do it because that would be crazy, but you know, if I had a psychotic break, I might actually do it. Es- escape the Earth's orbit. Meow, 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 meow. I do want to escape the Earth's orbit and hang out in space. Slow is faster than everyone's faster because you make less mistakes and corrections than others. Oh, that's cool. I was thinking like, wow. Like, I don't know. It's just an example. Okay. Oh, here's an example. If you want to read Meditations with Me, by Marcus Aurelius. I keep plugging it. I don't know why. I don't even know if I believe in it yet, but if I want to really understand the messages and the lessons in there, right? I shouldn't rush through it. There's a way to read such books. Cuz it's written in like really tiny little tiny notes that he wrote down. So to get a deeper understanding of him, I think I should consume it slowly. Take my time. Anyway. This is dangerous, Fisty. You say you should read it. And then I remembered that I'm influencing. And the fact that I influence you is the reason why they're gonna lock me up and they're gonna kill me. I don't know when. I don't know if it's gonna be in 2030. Really getting into that cancer patient role, huh? Yeah, maybe that's why too. Maybe I'm preordaining. I'm gonna be bald. I gotta go. Bye. So many things I want to say, but funnily enough, meditating on his notes will probably help. Yeah, I think so too. Cause I did the same thing with the other book, other thing. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for being with me today, even though I was very sleepy and tired and confused, and also really paranoid. Hope you have an excellent rest of your Tuesday. Hope you eat some tacos for me if you're in the parts of the United States that are actually um Latin American. You know if it applies to you. Gotta go.